Alright, welcome in everyone to A Programmer Plays Deedlit in Wonder Labyrinth, record of Lodos War game. We, in our previous episode, managed to get our hands on a better double jump, and I have... no, this is fine. Is that what I beefed up last time? That I actually needed to jump through this? The cat is here. Let's see. Okay. I need to just continue going up. Cat is what? You know that. Yeah, so, like, if we try to go to the right here, there's a door that we can't get through. But there is also, actually, a spot up there that potentially we can have fun with, but I don't think so. Yeah, so this is... I thought I would be able to cancel out and clean up, but wrong. Oh. There's no way that we're just immediately kicking off with a boss fight. Let's go the other way before we continue. I don't have a boss fight in me just immediately off the rip like that. Okay, I'll take that. Sure. I'm pretty sure that that puts the two spirits on equal footing in terms of like damage upgrades that I've got. Actually seeing on this screen, yeah, okay, so wind 3, fire 3. I'm pretty sure that's the indicator for us. We're real close to another level, so I'm tempted to do that before we walk into the next fight. Let's actually, real quick, let's check. So, HP and MP, we know that those don't change with our level up, but our attack of 12.7 and defense of 9.3. I'm wondering if those change with our level up. So let's try and remember 12.7, 9.3. And we're how far? It's like 20 points. I don't know how much these enemies give me. So just a few more. So 12.7, 9.3, 13.0, 9.6. So yeah, that did help both our attack and our defense just a little bit. Cool. Alright, well, I guess we're just starting off with a bang and going into a boss fight. I was wondering who that was. You're the girl Pyrotess mentioned. Ashram. Do you think we'd meet here? In search of your beloved, you continue to wander. Just as I continue to seek out battle, I feel we're alike in a way. Fortunately, you are not the true Ashram. You're a fake created from Parn's blood, an imaginary knight. Fake. It is you who continues to seek the imaginary. If you insist that I am not real, then my sword shall prove the truth. Wow, he killed me. Alright, his attacks hit pretty freaking hard. I wish I had a better sense of like, oh, Ashram's like in-game or something, because it feels like we're getting close to in-game. I don't think he's actually in-game, but like, kind of has that vibe. Alright, put me in, coach. That his moves are such a clear, like it's the same moves as Pyrotess, I think her name was. Hey, there we go. It's interesting that a lot of the fights, really, it ends up being kind of just like avoid their attack pattern, which is very Hollow Knight, really, but like the pacing's a little different. Hollow Knight has a very like sort of like methodical and kind of heavy pacing. This one feels more frenetic. And I have some theories about why that is, but we'll wait until the end of the game to talk about them. Your mouth, there's something. Ashram. Is this supposed to be the proud Black Knight? So incomplete, so imperfect. Oh, okay, phase 2. Shit. That was very silly of me. Hey, nice. Ashram's defeat. Defeat Ashram. Tess, you were watching? Ashram, this was my wish. I'm sorry, I wanted it, but I was so selfish. I went so far as to trample on your dignity. As a knight, Ashram, I will love you for eternity. I'm leaning more and more on the idea that this is some kind of like purgatory situation. Because if it's a purgatory situation, then it explains why there's like fake people and wishes and stuff like that. But also it gives me kind of an out in terms of like, are they real? Are they like, what's the impact of people doing this stuff? Because then, like, it can still have some, like, narrative heft to it, you know? Whereas if this is all a dream, it feels like it's lacking in narrative heft. And I don't want that. Parn, you were alive. Indeed, you came for me. Alright, let's go. Go where? This way. The fact that he fades out as he does that feels significant. Come on, let's go. I'm gonna be in this room. Bow of Life. Fires special arrows that steal your enemy's HP, making it yours. Ooh. I mean, that sounds pretty good. It could be not good, but immediate guess is that that would actually be kind of broken. I mean, most likely, right? Like, it's gonna be, yeah, you steal one health every time you do this. And that'll, you know, not have that big an effect. Alright, so we've got the purple doors here, and here, which all go to places that we've already been, so there's not really any point in us going there. The purple door here, though, we can do, which is fairly easy to get to, and I'm betting will lead us to another fast travel spot. So I do think we're going to go through there. Sorry, no. Nice. Interested, I need to take a look after this game is over at like how much XP you get from the bosses, because it feels pretty consistently pretty close to like one whole level, which is impressive that they've managed to like keep it in the range of where you're about to be, because obviously each time you level up, the amount of XP that you need for the next level goes up a little bit. A long hallway of nothing. Not in a bad way, just like, oh. It was a little hard to even see how much did that heal me. Because really the healing thing comes into play when I don't have the other spirit up and going to heal me, right? Apollon. kills enemies without inflicting pain. Significant attack. Attack 40. And fast. You know what? Sure. I've basically just now been talking myself out of having the healing bow. Even though 30 seconds ago I was like, oh, that's broken. Oh, cool. They actually actively change their alignment. That's very cool. Alright, you are... kind of a pain that took us to fight. Alright. The spot below us, not anything feels... feels unlikely. Ooh, look at this guy. Another door that we can't get through. That's, I believe, the same style as one that we saw forever ago. Quite surprising, actually, that he's out here. Lightning... GTA. Those were made of 10 hands. That seems pretty cool. High speed and high attack power. I find it very surprising that there's this spot. Recharge here. We gotta deal with the ghost first. Then we gotta get close enough to the basilisk to not be in trouble. There we go. Alright, we'll be fine. Oh! There was another ghost. There we go, Jesus. Wow. Wow. We actually died. I'm genuinely surprised by that. Oof. That actually does set us back a pretty good ways. I thought we were fine. I thought we were genuinely fine. It's interesting though that, you know, a couple of regular enemies just got my number good enough and killed me. Like, we walked into that room, I think, with full health, and it was just those two color-changing dragons that got me. I did such a bad job against them that was curtains. Here's what I'm thinking we'll do. We'll run in here, we'll grab that bow, and then we'll actually like run back and save just to, you know, lock in the progress that we've made. Yeah, looking down on the mini-map in the bottom left corner, there's a safe spot just a little bit over here, so we can drop into that. I'm also actually tempted to just go ahead. I'm more than a little tempted to take a little detour to that spot over there in the corner. Where's our nearest... Not really one near, honestly. Our nearest, so from where we are, we would need to run over to here in order to get to a fast travel spot. There's actually kind of surprising that there's not one up in here. This one, we would have to run all the way around like that, and that's quite the haul. You know what? Yeah, let's go ahead and do it. Just to mix things up. It always feels bad, you know, doing a... redoing content we just did, so doing something else before returning to it will feel a little bit better, at least for me. Don't want to build these chests. These gnomes. Jump over this chest. Bad. Did real bad. Get my guys all the way up again. Alright, so if we go here and then just climb straight up, we should be able. Nice. Hell yeah. What are you? Item get. Spirit Magic Firestorm summons the High Spirit Ifrit, generating a tornado, an Inferno, MP cost 50. Alright. I'm assuming... How's your week so far? My week is pretty good. Fairly quiet. Is just like reasonably good considering how cheap it is. Like the homing properties of Will-O-Wisp is just so good. Let's actually hold on before we leave here. Do we want check on, is there a, there is. I honestly didn't even really see it. The HUD was a little bit in the way, but MP up, I'll take it. Is there anywhere else near here we need to visit? Might be some stuff over there. That's interesting. Did this like switch position like that? That's almost certainly a very minor state bug. Because stuff is calculated based on whether it's on screen or not, so like if I drop just a little bit here, it actually gets lighter because the dudes are off screen, and so their darkness radius isn't affecting the playable area. Poking around this left edge of the map before we continue on. more work. So I guess my increased magic has gone a ways. Oh yeah, there actually is. Hold on, right there. Nice. Ah, there we go. I will happily take more HP. That jumping attack works really well. You know what? I actually do kind of think that I'm going to... Actually, no. Visit that one. Up in the upper left. It's been a hot minute, and probably an optional thing. You want to do it all more. Messing this up so badly. Alright, what are you? Got a weapon. Chakram. Totally forgot to pick this up. Circular projectile weapon that returns after being thrown. Not gonna lie, that is kind of a disappointing secret. There was not nearly as much to that as I expected there. Also, I definitely cracked this open, but like... back in place. I assume because like this is the whole session, I've closed the game and reopened it. Yeah, I don't love that. And this one's closed again. I wasn't planning to run through this area, but we're doing it anyways. with that handled, any other purple doors that we know of? Not really. I'm trying to remember why we couldn't progress over here. Actually, before we do that, we're going to do the classic and we're going to save. There we go. Yeah, I just don't remember. I'm assuming it's probably like a jumping thing. Yeah, it was 100% jumping thing. Do that yet. It's gonna be Spirit Magic Hamadryad summons Hamadryad, entangling the enemy in vines. Cost of 30, that's pretty reasonable feeling. Unfortunately, we've got a door that we can't get through over here. Alright, well, it's short-lived. Yeah, I kind of think that is all we can do other than potentially going back to this spot and standing on the thing that says to stand on it. But that also kind of feels like we're getting trolled, so... Yeah, it looks like it is. We gotta find ourselves a better fast travel spot over here. Smarter. All right. Set. when I actually manage to hit those ridges, there we go. That actually connects. Like, that's the other side of the door that we were just looking at. Interesting. Oh, cool. This. It looks more like a rapier. This does just drop straight down. That has damage output. Reset. There's not more splash on that, because that could be bad for me. Okay, we can get through this now. We've got that. You still don't have anything that I want, but I'm going to talk to you just to have triggered the thing. Got that map completion. Get me out of here. Perfect. Save point. And a very sickly looking... Alright. Karma, you too. Death holds no meaning in this world. It appears to be true after all. You seek to dive into the depths of this world. I shall serve as your final test. My final test. Alright. As they were, so that's why we're powering through them so fast. Alright. Alright, how do I actually... I think we're in cutscene now. Carla's defeat. Defeat Carla. Alright. That was quite the little boss gauntlet. Whew. Surely that's not the end of the game. Like, that actually did have, like, boss vibes. You know, doing a gauntlet of all the bosses we've done before. I enjoyed that, though. It makes me like, it shows to me, like, oh yeah, these bosses are fun. That feels weird. That feels very weird. I feel like I'm about to trigger a cutscene, and before I do that, I want to maybe get one of these other last few places that we haven't been. I'm imagining that this is going to be a single room that has, you know, a cool weapon. I could be wrong. It could be like a whole area. It looks like I am wrong. This might prove a little tricky. There we go. Alright, so 2 rooms. What are you? Indra, a bow said to be used by the gods to destroy the earth. Alright. It's a bit intense. I kind of don't trust this empty space here, you know? Not supposed to be there. That's fine. How are we as far as map? Map 95%. Let's see. Alright. I'm gonna run over here and see what's up with this last little spot. Don't trust that there's nothing there, you know? Yeah, there it is. Aha! That's good. Yep. See, alright. It feels like there should be one more MP up, because we've gotten 5 HP ups to bring us to 150. It feels like there should be 5 MP ups. But I could be totally wrong. Like that supposition is based on next to nothing. To see, like, is there like a symmetry that I'm overlooking or something? Hard to say. Alright. Let's do come over here and save. I feel like the odds are good that we get into next episode and we finish it pretty quickly. Like, I feel like we're very, you know, there's like 5% of the game left is my estimation. We could probably spend some more time like scrounging the map and looking for stuff, but it doesn't feel like that's likely what's going on. Obviously there's this little section down here that I have a theory about, so if we finish early, maybe I'll look that up and just see, like, hey, is the QR, did I just misread the QR code? Like, what's going on with that? But yeah, next episode, almost certainly our finale. So, YouTube, thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next episode. Until then, bye!